Hey, Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, who taught me this truth through the Holy Spirit, and Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there listening and learning. All right, today we're going to be getting into this video, okay, but this is a U.S. Marine, okay, basically saying that, he wants nothing to do with this war and what's going on, okay, and this is gonna be the sentiment, a majority of these Babylonians, man, okay, and it couldn't have came at a better time, right? You have the small hatters, okay, losing all their respect, meaning the 1948ers, okay, the fake Israelis, okay, America losing their respect. Okay, couldn't have come at a better time. All right, and now this devil right here, is kicking and screaming, saying that he don't want to fight. Okay, let me play the video, and this is fair use. Okay, this is from the brother Arrows and Indignation 144. Okay, subscribe to this brother's channel and be edified.
Hey guys, I'm here in DC trying to speak out against the Senate and ask them why they're going to send our men and women to harm's way when our elected officials said that there would be no war. Anybody who feels disillusioned and betrayed by our government, you're not alone. Join us in demanding accountability for this betrayal. Free Palestine, free America. Let's go.
Out. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand. Oh, his hand.
Sir. Let go of your hand. Let go of the door. Let go of the door.
The senator broke his hand. A sitting U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine.
Sir.
Control your Senate.
We're stuck in the door. Okay, sir.
A U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine.
Hand's stuck.
A U.S. senator just broke the hand of a Marine. You're a coward.
Punk.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. What'd you say, Senator? Go fuck yourself. That's why you got kicked out, fat ass.
Everybody sit down, please. Sit down, please. Everybody sit down, please. Everybody sit down, please.
I'm getting out of here.
That's fine. Everybody sit down, please. Is your hand okay? Okay.
No, it's not.
This is disgusting. Disgusting.
Okay, and this is why Esau is gonna lose, man. Okay, Esau is going to lose. All right, and we told you that a long time ago. Okay, but hey, we're seeing it play out. Okay, we didn't know the exact way the Lord was gonna make it happen. Hey, but now we're starting to see. Okay, we're starting to see, the devices or the things, the curses that the Lord has planned. Okay, and it's not looking good. Okay, and this is why we're basically we're guaranteed the victory. Okay, because the Lord has this thing already written. Okay, and all we have to do is sit here and watch it play out. Okay, be patient. Okay, go through the suffering. Okay, and the Lord is making a way. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19:1. It's the burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. Okay, and one of the idols, okay, of Egypt, okay, are these damn 1948ers. Okay, and that damn that 6-pointed star Remphan that they have. Okay, and that idol right there is being moved. Okay, let's look at this word idol. Okay.
Strong's H457. 457. Elio.
Elio. Okay, it says good for nothing, worthless. Okay, and this is what idols are. Okay, and you know the majority of Americans are good for nothing and worthless. Okay, so these people are being moved. Okay, but the Lord is not suffering the elect to be moved. Okay, why? Because we would actually be the actual house of David. Okay, the scriptures say the Lord, the Lord dwelleth not in temples with hands, and that, you know, these bodies or these men are like the stones of the temple. Okay, I'm not gonna get that, but the rest of these people are good for nothing. Okay, and they are being moved. Okay, at the presence of the Lord. Okay, the brothers on the highways and byways. Okay, this is what's causing this great awakening. All right, not no damn conspiracy theorists, running around talking about the Illuminati. No, we're talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, the Amalekites. Okay, the Persians, the Carmanians. Okay, this is what holds weight. Okay, these are things that are worth something. Okay, the rest of that bullshit, cockamamie, Muslim, Christianity, those are just idols. Okay, and that's being moved. Okay, and the heart, meaning the mind of Egypt, shall melt in the midst of it. You seen this guy, man? Okay, this guy looked like a sergeant major in a damn Marine Corps, man. Okay, he holding on the side of the door like a damn, like a lady you just kicked out of the house, man. She holding on the side of the door, don't want to go, man. Okay, this is these people's minds melting. Okay, because they understand, the consequences of war, and there's going to be a lot of folded flags. Okay, there's going to be a lot of dead bodies. Okay, and the Lord is setting it up perfectly, right? He says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Now, when we read this a while back, it was kind of hard to fathom, okay, what we're telling you, okay? But, the brothers had the spirit and the insight, and this is exactly what you're seeing, okay? This is exactly it, all right? And we're in Jacob's trouble right now, okay? This thing could get ratcheted up tonight, tomorrow. Hey, there's a lot of shit that these devils got going on, all right? And it's only going to get worse, okay? And we told you that, you start talking against these small hatters, okay, you're in for a world of hurt, all right? Because these devils don't take it lightly, speaking about them in that manner, okay? And they have the power to send you to the meat grinder, okay? And this is what they're doing. Okay, and now these people, want to speak out against them. Okay, but it's too late. Okay, when we were going through that, okay, nobody spoke up for us. Okay, and nobody's going to speak up for Esau, Edom either. It's Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is his true name, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay? And surely the Israelis' habitation will be desolate as well. Okay? And America, all right, it is nothing but a golem, okay, for Egypt. Okay, I brought it out before. I'm gonna bring it out again. It says a golem is a legendary, anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore, meaning it doesn't have a male or a female characteristics. Okay, it could be either way, and that's why America is like the way it is. Okay, because it's designed to be that way. Okay, because this golem, this creature, okay, can transform into whatever you want it to be. Okay, and deceive you. Okay, and this is what America is. It says traditionally fashioned from mud or clay and brought to life through mystical Kabbalistic rituals to serve, protect, or perform labor. Okay, and America does all these things for the Israelis. Okay, and America is basically a golem. Okay, let's look at an image of it. Okay, this is what America is to the Israelis. Okay, a big creature beast. Okay, that the Israelis use. Okay, to do his bidding. All right, and we know that golem is made out of clay. Okay, and this is another thing that Israel uses America for. Okay, because if we go into that book of Habakkuk and we look at that word clay, okay, what we'll see is the true meaning of it. Okay, was it Habakkuk 2? Right here in 6. Okay, we're going to look up that word clay. Okay, how long let him that laid himself with thick clay?
Strong's H 5671. Avtit.
Okay, we know it's abatyat, and that word means heavy debt. Okay, weight of pledges. So the Israelis use America as basically, a place where they can dump all their debt. Okay, where they can, magically drum up some money. Okay, and put the debt in the hands of this golem that they use, to not only fight but to protect them. Okay, so this is what's been going along all along. Okay, that the people don't know about. Okay, if the people of America knew that they were just a golem for America, for the Jewish man, okay, they would be highly upset. Okay, matter of fact, they would claim that they are being used. Okay, and they are. Okay, America in general is nothing but a bunch of slaves. Okay, that are used by the globalists. Okay, to protect. Okay, these 1948ers. Okay, and they're not having it anymore. Okay, and the Lord is making this to pass. Okay, because the one thing that destroys the golem is the truth. Okay, that's the one thing. Okay, it says a golem is brought to light by placing a sacred word, such as MF, meaning truth. Okay, or a written charm in his mouth or forehead. Okay. So they brought it together with lies, but the only thing that can destroy it is the truth. Okay, and this is why the truth is so important, and this is why we're going to be singled out, okay, brought before, governors and kings for the Lord's namesake. Okay, because these things, are revealed by the Spirit. Okay, this is nothing of our doing. Okay, the Spirit works with who the Spirit works with. Okay, it does what it wants to do. Okay, so the world is seeing that, the men of the Lord's mouthpiece, are truly who they say they are. Okay, and they're not having it anymore. All right, they're not going to willfully, go to war for this devil. Okay, and that's prophecy too, man. Okay, that's prophecy as well. All right, you Jakes that's out here fighting for this man, hey, understand that you are going to be destroyed. Okay, you go over there, you ain't coming back. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah 51 and 29 says, the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall be performed against Babylon. So there's going to be no mercy. Okay, every purpose that the Lord put this place here for, okay, whether it be enslaving the Israelites, okay, bringing forth the glittering spear, the weapons of the Lord's indignation, a nuclear missile, okay, waging war, okay, everything that the Lord made Babylon for is going to serve all them purposes. Okay, and one of them purposes is for that nuclear destruction. So everything's going to come. Okay, there ain't going to be no mercy. Okay, it says, and make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Okay? And this Marine, okay, the Marines ain't no punks. Okay, you might be able to get one by on the Coast Guard. Okay, but the Marines is getting funky. Okay, and when they say they not fighting, all right, trust and believe, Babylon gonna lose. Okay, because without the Marine, you don't win no war. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, and the Lord has put it on their mind not to fight. Okay, He put it on their mind to show them right before all this happened. Okay, look, these are satanic pedophiles, man. Okay, right before, this planetary alignment to where they plan to go to war, man. That's the beauty of the Lord, man. Yeah, that shows you how tactical and precise He is. Okay, He put it on their mind not to fight. It says they have remained in their holes, their might have failed. They became as women, they have burned her dwelling places, her bars are broken. Okay, and the security of America, okay, and the place, that America thought it was, right, the beacon of, freedom, okay, the shining light of the world, okay, it's not that anymore. Okay, now, that strength and that pride is broken, okay, and when you see this, just understand that it ain't too much longer for this place. All right, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Lord's will is edified. I don't have to make it too long. Okay, we know, we also know, that they're gonna be scared, but durst fight. Okay, they're gonna fight anyway. All right, matter of fact, I'll get that and then I'll close it out. Okay, because hey, this is the Lord just showing us. Okay, that hey, there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, these devils don't even want to fight. Okay, and they're gonna be looking every way to get out of this. Okay, especially when they see, all this bloodshed that's about to come, because it's about to get bloody. Okay, and the Lord know it, man. Okay, and it's gonna get funky. Okay, but the Lord is gonna put it on their mind to fight. Okay, this is He's gonna basically force them to fight, and this is to prove that point. 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. And this is speaking of the coming of the Lord, because they're going to be shitting their pants. And Donald Trump already talked about the coming of the Lord. Okay? Talking about how this is to bring forth, the Lord, and, how, this is good. No, this ain't good for the so-called white man. Okay? And he gonna shit a brick when he see the Lord come back. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 13 and 3. It says, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it fleeth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I would have seen a region or place whereabout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, yet durst fight. Okay, so we're seeing the fear build up in them. Okay, that Marine there, he's scared, man. Okay, he's scared of what he's gonna have to go back and tell, his men. Okay, and I'm sure he's over. Okay, this ain't good. Matter of fact, this is the worst case scenario for Esau Edom. Okay, but the Lord's gonna put on his mind to fight anyway. Okay, hey, he might as well, because he ain't got nothing to lose. He going in chains regardless. Okay, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, He neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Okay, so the Lord's going to beat him without hand, man. Okay, and it's going to be clear, in that day. Okay, so brothers and sisters, keep fighting. Okay, shouldn't have too much to worry about, except, getting your faith in order. Okay, getting it all together, getting that oil in your lamp. Okay, because, hey, the work, is pretty much done. Okay, now, we just wait for the Lord to bring in this famine of the word, okay, this mark of the beast, okay, and roll with the punches. Okay, but, call hello Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's allowed us to, witness, at least this, okay, and at least qualify for hope. All right. So I'll end it right there. Lord's will is edified. I'll end it by giving it all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Akakwadash. Shalom.